This is a quick tutorial on how to use U.S. History in Context. It's a database that the high school subscribes to for student research. Um, it also works very similarly to World History in Context. So if you're doing U.S. history or world history research, both of them work exactly the same. So I'll just show you U.S. History in Context. How do you get there? You need to go to the district homepage, eastonsd.org, and then from there, you'll go down to Easton Area High School and click on that to get to the high school. And from the high school's page, you want to go to academics and then library. And then this will bring you into the library's homepage, and here is where the database will be. And it's under subheadings, science and journals and literary research. So you want to just kind of toggle over here to the social studies research and then go down to U.S. history in context. Again, U.S. history, world history in context pretty much looks exactly the same, just different content. So let's click on it. And if you're at home, you'll probably get a username. You have to put in a password for the database. So those passwords are in your iPad in a document that looks like this, in this library database here with the home access passwords. It's in the Books app on your iPad, this actual document. Okay, so you just go to the first one and then click on databases, and you'll see that the passwords are in there. Okay, so let's go back to our search. At the top is where you do your search. If you're not sure of a topic yet, you could look under Browse Topics, and it'll bring you into all the different topics that you could do that they probably have a lot of information about in terms of history. So you could look through this and come up with a different topic if you're still not sure. But if you know what you're doing, all you have to do is just type in your search, look up Rosa Parks, and then here's what you'll see on the page. The first thing that comes up is an overview article. If you click on read more, it'll bring you into a really nice overview type of article. And then what it's telling you here is that there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's available within the database. You have audio, you have magazines, you have videos, pictures. I think generally the most helpful part is probably the reference articles. They're like Wikipedia articles and biographies. So let's just click on, I'll go into reference. There's 57 different articles, and I'll get my list. And let's say I want to look at, the civil rights movement and how Rosa Parks is obviously related to that. Okay, so you can see here's an article, and there's great information here to be had. You can see on the right, if you want to kind of branch out and look at different topics, you can click on those. What's nice is that the database allows you to send articles to your drive. You just log in and it ships the article over to your drive so you can save it for later and just start collecting your sources. The other thing that's really nice is that down at the bottom of each article, it gives you this source citation. So if you end up using this for your paper, the citation's done for you. If your teacher requires the APA, that you can change over to APA, or you can keep it in MLA. It depends on your teacher. So it makes it really easy. You don't have to figure out how to cite it. It does it for you. You can ship the articles over to your Google Drive. Okay, so if you have any questions, it's a pretty straightforward database. Like here now I want to go, let's say I want to go look up and see some of the biographical information. And then it'll bring me into some biographical articles on Rosa Parks. So it's a pretty straightforward database. I just wanted to show you a couple features that it offers so you can feel confident in knowing what you're doing with your search. If you have any questions, please contact me, Mrs. Sofera in the library, last name Sofera, D as the email at eastonsd.org, Sofera D at eastonsd.org.